What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to give my review score predictions for Balan Wonderworld. That's right, the time has come, my dear Jesus. Now, quick housekeeping is I actually played the demo. Okay, so I'm not going into this with hey Alex, did you play the demo? I didn't see you do it. I actually did. I reviewed the demo on my second channel. So if you guys want to check that video out, go over there. Podcast Now Plus is my second channel's name. I tore into it, and I think most people, not everybody, most people agree with me. I see actually countless times every single day other YouTube channels tearing into this game as well, saying like, what was that demo? Now, with that being said, with the demo being said, I want to go over what I think critics are going to say about it. I did say in that video that, you know, I'm not Negative Nancy just to be. I mean, my name's not even Nancy. I want this game, just like any game, to be good, right? And I'm hoping that the review scores are actually pretty solid. It's like, oh, the demo, I don't know who made that, but they were fired quickly after, and that the game doesn't represent, like the demo doesn't represent the game whatsoever. That's what I'm hoping. In a real world, though, where we have like real world problems and real world, you know, just ideas, I don't think that's the case. I really do think this game is not going to be a very good one, but that's exciting because we haven't really done review score predictions for something quite like this before. So I go based off Metacritic. I give myself a couple points as a prediction. I actually do nail quite a bit of these. I don't nail all of them, but I nail quite a bit of them. Definitely want to hear from you guys in the comments what your review score predictions for this game will be. And final thing, make sure as always you're subscribed, bell icon turned on. And again, if you guys want to subscribe to my second channel or check out that demo review that I did, it's called Podcast Now Plus, and the link for it is in the description below. All right, I really, you know, again, to be real with people, which is what the whole channel is about, to be real, I don't see this game getting a good score whatsoever. I do think the demo could have been kind of just a misplacement. I don't even know the word you want to use. But with that being said, the demo, it wasn't like it was a 5-minute demo. The demo was actually decently long, and it had like, what, 4 or 5 levels that you played as. So like, you actually got a fair amount of stuff in it. You know what I mean? So it's like we actually did experience an okay amount of the game. That's why, you know, jokingly you can say, well, maybe it doesn't represent the base game. Maybe they made a mistake somewhere. But in reality, I mean, the visuals, I guess, could be fixed. Some of the stuff like that could be fixed. The clipping and stuff. But in general, like the gameplay is going to be like that. I actually do think the visuals and how it all looks when you're playing the game, which, by the way, they're awful. I do think those are still going to look the same. You know what I mean? I don't really think some of that stuff is going to change all that much. And then so when you actually play the game, I don't know. I don't know. So it's a full price game. I guess full price meaning $60. It's not $70. It's $60. Let's just jump to the prediction. I'm going to say gaming critics are generally kind of nice. When a movie does bad, or even when just people flat out don't like a movie, it gets like review bombed like all the way, and it'll get, you know, movies get 0s on Rotten Tomatoes, movies get like under 20, which is like a 2 out of 10, which is absolutely like god awful. Even if it doesn't deserve it, you'll see critics do that. Gaming, you gotta be pretty awful to get under, I would say, like a 3. I feel like if you get, like, I don't go, by the way, I don't go based off of review scores. Like, if IGN gives a game a 3, it's kind of funny, but I don't really take it all that seriously, okay? Especially when you have things like there's too much water, and gaming journalists just generally being, like, overall probably being awful. I don't really go based off of what they say, but if the game gets unanimously across the board terrible scores, I mean, obviously these are people with somewhat working brains. I think they can figure out a game that's just flat out not good. So I will say the game is going to get between, I'll say, a 4 and a 4.4. I will go that far. And again, this is out of 10. This is not out of 5. So I'm not saying it's going to get like an 8 out of 10. 4 to a 4.4. You know, again, to get under a 3, so this is the part of the video where I explain, like I give reasons for why I just said that stuff. To get below a 3 would be hard. I think if the game functions, like if it actually works and there's not, like it doesn't break, like maybe like a Cyberpunk situation, then I feel like it'll be safe from 2s and 1s. And again, nobody gives games 0s. Really, nobody gives the game like a 1 or 2. It's really, you see quite often like a 3 or like a 4 or 5. Those are probably some of the lowest that some sites give it, okay? Or like 2 out of 5 stars, something like that. So I really don't think it's going to get below a 3 unless it is just the worst imaginable thing. And again, by the way, I didn't say this, But in that demo review I did, I actually was looking forward to this game. I actually was going to buy this game day one. I was like on the boat, like the hype, or actually I was on the hype train. Okay, it was bigger than a boat. I was on the hype train for this game, and then I played the demo, and my world, the illusion that I created for myself, literally, kind of like Wanda, it literally collapsed under its own weight, because I was like, oh my lord, this is what I'm promising myself that I'm going to buy, and I'm just not, I can't live with myself spending $60. My wife would not live with me making those kind of financial decisions, okay? So I was actually, so I'm not like hating the game just because I hate it, again, because I've never played the demo or because I've always hated it. No, I did play the demo, and I was actually going to buy this game day one, but I'm not anymore. To get under a 3, not going to happen, I don't think, at least I hope not. To get the 4, 4.5, 5, I think that's where the game is going to lie. And I think it's really going to lie in just the demo was a pretty good, and this is, by the way, this is what I think people will start saying, because the demo was played enough, and like videos on it have done really, really well. Like a lot of people have seen, even if you didn't play the demo, I think a lot of people have seen the demo. It's such a highly talked about thing. I think you're going to see it being mentioned in reviews. So like when people give this a 4, a 5, a 6, a 3, you know, whatever they do, I think they'll bring up the demo and say, okay, compared to the demo, it kind of is the game. Like the demo, maybe the game, and that's why I say 4 to 4.5. Let's even say, let's stretch it a little bit more. 4 to 4.5, just because the demo was terrible, but I think the game could be slightly better put into a bigger context. You know, when you take something out of it and you get what the demo is, obviously it leaves a very bad taste in your mouth, but maybe the game, the entire game, can kind of pad itself where it's like, okay, it's still bad, but it's not like god awful. Like, I see what you were trying to do. The demo didn't exactly do it all that well. You know what I mean? I think that hopefully, and again, my hope for the game is it's a little bit more than that. It's a little bit like, yeah, the demo is a little bit about what you get in the game, but in reality, the game is actually pretty solid. There's some weak points in it, and that's what, like, the demo, for some reason, like, highlighted, but the game's overall, like, pretty solid. That's what I hope, and that's what gets you, by the way, in, like, a 6 or a 7. If it gets a 6 or 7, I'll be happy for it. I'll be like, oh, thank God again, the demo was just a terrible idea. But if it gets a 4, if it gets a 3, if it gets a 5, somewhere in that range, like a 3 to 5, I think that'll generally mean the demo was pretty darn accurate. The game's a little bit better, but not much. And then if it gets below a 3, then it's, okay, the demo was actually the best part of the game, and the game is actually worse than that. So, yes, I know I'm picking on it. I hope people understand. There's videos of people picking on, like, everything under the sun, and people just kind of jump on it and love it. And then when I do it, for some reason, I get some sort of hate from my crowd. So I think some of my people just don't like it when I don't like something. And I guess I get it. But let me know, guys, in the comments below, what do you think? What would your review score, prediction be? Are you interested in this game? Did you play the demo? All that stuff. Let me know in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys have the bell icon turned on. If you guys want to subscribe again to my second channel, link for that is in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you all on the next video.